If you could put together a one night only concert and invite any musicians to perform with you, who would you invite?
First of all, I'd pick an all-star band. If it was like a fantasy thing,
Yep.
I've got a phenomenal band that I go down the road with. Uh, but there are some guys, that you would say are the best of the best of the best, and they're Nashville guys. Probably put together a band like that, uh, and then I would invite, my favorite singers that are still living. But if I could reach back in the past and grab some guys, Merle Haggard would be the first name, then George Strait, and then probably Elvis. uh, yeah, and people that know what it's all about.
You survey the landscape of the music industry today. Is there anyone out there who you see and think, wow, that's an extraordinary talent?
Yeah, I think there are some great singers out there today. The music is going through a transitional period, in our format, which I think that's going to get worked out too. It's like we've had a bunch of prototype, going on for the last, I'd say, 5 to 8 years. A lot of just change, evolution, microevolution. But I do like some of the new singers, and I'm not going to name one or two because I want anybody who's a fan of mine, who's a singer, I want them to be encouraged and to keep doing what they're doing. And I go, oh, he picked that person and not me. I think that'd be unfair.
All right. What about best album ever produced?
That's easy. That's easy. Greatest country music album ever was Killin' Time by Clint Black. There's not even a close second as far as one album goes.
Yep.
He's not my favorite singer, but he's a great singer. But that album, song 1 to song 10, unmatched as far as a whole album.
And what makes it so?
It was his first album, and it's so well written. Not even he could live up to it. For the rest of his career, and that's a tough spot to be in. He's made some great music, but I would say that there's nothing that comes close to that. And I try, all the time, to put together 10 songs like that. But every one of those songs is so well crafted and so well produced, so well sang, that I've always believed that. I've never come off of that statement. And I love all the George Strait records, every single George ever had, but I could always go on his album and say, oh, maybe that one's not so good. But man, that album right there, just for whatever reason, Clint just had it all together.
Is there a song of yours that wasn't a hit, a sleeper, that you just love performing live?
Oh yeah. There's a song that we have called "Makes Me Want to Stay," and it's got this Irish jig at the front of it. We did it last night in Kansas City. People were going crazy, and these are 20, 22, 23, 25-year-olds, totally in the front of the audience, and they're going crazy. When I see people dancing to a song that they don't even know, it's electrifying. It makes my spirit do a little dance too. So that one, I wish that would have been a single.
I was getting on a plane a few years back, flying to Paris, and my phone rang. It was you. You just come out of the studio. You said, I've just finished a song. I'll email it to you right now. And you sent me Long Live the Cowboy. I got on the plane, sat down, listened to it on repeat maybe 20, 30 times. It's a phenomenal song. What does it mean to you?
there's a message in that song that that's sentimental for me, and that is that I'm a cowboy. My dad was a cowboy, and there's only a couple of real cowboy singers. There's some hats, but there's only a couple of really cowboy singers, and I don't want that to ever die out. I hope that there's room in our format, to allow some authentic cowboy to carry that torch, and less than 1% of America, are real cowboys, and I take a lot of pride, in trying to be one of those, and so it was really sentimental, and but at the same time, there's a lot of people that have cowboy hearts, and those are the ones that matter. That's who the song was for. You don't have to wear a hat to be a cowboy. You don't have to ride horses or have cattle. To me, cowboy is about being brave enough to do the right thing, even when you know you're going to pay for it.